All this bureaucracy will be asked during annual reporting. In this case, the partner does not have to be a real person. All business owners must file their tax returns as individuals. How to carry out all transactions and payment? A place of big money, global solutions, and business freedom. Registering a company in the United Kingdom gives an entrepreneur many opportunities. How to open a company in England in 2024. In this video, I give step-by-step instructions. The United Kingdom has long been considered the center of global business and economics. Many entrepreneurs make their choice in favor of this jurisdiction since this country, with centuries old traditions and an excellent legal reputation for conducting international business, opens up great opportunities in the global market. And although England is no longer part of the European Union, the whole world watched the divorce of the EU and Great Britain. England has signed a double taxation agreement with a large number of countries, which is one of the main advantages over other jurisdictions. Especially for businesses and citizens of Great Britain, the European Union has come up with a way to save money, such as a value-added tax refund. If a product or service is sold from Europe and exported beyond its borders, the seller has the right to refund VAT and reduce the price of the product for the end customer. Therefore, many companies open a company both in the European Union and England in order to save on taxes. In general, optimizing the tax burden is something where you can save a lot of money in the UK. This is due to the application of the territorial principle of taxation. That is, offshore opportunities in England, such as LLPs or public partnerships. If a company does not operate in the country, it will not have to pay income tax. This factor is one of the most important advantages when choosing an alternative to a classic offshore. Accordingly, a non-resident of the UK can register a legal entity here and not pay taxes on income from activities carried out outside the country. How it works? Income received by the LLP is considered the income of its members and is therefore taxed at the member level. That is, according to the English law, a partnership involves the transfer of all tax obligations to the partners. Accordingly, the partners or the founders of the company must independently close their obligations from foreign companies and declare all income. In fact, you do not pay taxes in England since you are not required to do so, but income tax at the place of registration is also not charged for your English company. So, what steps does an entrepreneur need to take when registering a company in England? First, choose a form of ownership. The following types of companies are available to non-UK residents: private limited liability company or LTD, public limited liability company or PLC, limited liability partnership or LLP, which we have already discussed today. So limited partnership, that is the LP form. The most interesting and in demand for business are the legal forms of LTD and LLP. What are their similarities and differences? Both of these types give a high reputational level of jurisdiction and can be opened by non-residents of the United Kingdom. Now about the differences. In the first type of company, when you open a private limited liability company or LTD, there is no currency control. The tax amount is 20 to 25% depending on the amount of profit. Annual reporting includes annual return, annual accounts, and a tax report, but for inactive companies, a special zero report is submitted. To register such a company in England, you need at least one director, one secretary, and an official agent in the United Kingdom. This registration option is chosen when you want to use the company in trading schemes for property ownership or as an agency company. There are three options for withdrawing money from a limited company. The first is employee salaries, expenses and benefits. To do this, you need to register as an employer. And remember that if you or one of your employees use something that belongs to the company for personal use, you must report it as a benefit and pay the tax due. And yes, in England they are monitoring this process. For example, if you use a company card to go to the store for groceries and this is not specified in your job responsibilities. The second option is dividends. This is the main way entrepreneurs make money and is the payment the company can make to shareholders if it has made a profit. You cannot treat dividends as a business expense when calculating corporation tax. A company must not pay more dividends than its available earnings for the current and previous financial years. And if you pay, then to all shareholders. shareholders. To receive money from a company, you must hold a meeting of directors to declare dividends and keep minutes of the meeting, even if you are the only director. For each dividend payment made by the company, a dividend voucher must be issued. All this bureaucracy will be asked during annual reporting. A company as a legal entity does not need to pay tax on the payment of dividends, but shareholders may have to pay income tax if their income exceeds £2,000. The third type of withdrawal of money from an Ltd company is directors' loans. This is when you take out more money from the company than you put in, and it is not salary or dividends. Let's move on to the features of the second type of company in the UK. Specifically partnerships. When registering an NLP company, you need a minimum of 2 limited partners in a partnership with a registered office in England. For LLPs, the types of activities are limited, but those permitted include trading activities and the provision of professional service. In a partnership, you and your partner or partners share personal responsibility for your business. This includes both profits and losses, as well as bills for things you buy for your business, such as inventory or equipment. Partners share the profits of the business and each partner pays tax on their share. In this case, the partner does not have to be a real person. For example, a limited liability is considered a legal entity and can also be a partner. Which type of company should you choose in your case? To optimize tax expenses and the possibility of international work, we recommend partnerships. Step 2. When registering a company in England, we streamline the activities of the partnership. There are 3 mandatory points here. First, we choose a name. Next, we select the so-called designated partner, that is the one who will perform legally significant actions on behalf of the company. Next is the registration of partners as individuals involved in the company. That is, the principal or designated partner registers the company with HM Revenue and Customs, HMRC, and becomes responsible for filling the partnership tax return. Other partners must register separately. All business owners must file their tax returns as individuals. You must register by October 5th of your business second tax year, or you may be imposed a penalty. For example, if you started a partnership or became a partner during the 2023-2024 tax year, you must register by October 5th, 2024. Partners of the firm must also register for VAT if the VAT-able turnover exceeds £85,000 sterling. If it's less, then you can also register it, for example, if you want to refund VAT on commercial supplies. This is not as difficult as it seems. In addition, you can do everything online or use special forms approved by the local government as a cheat sheet. The result is a very interesting scheme. The company pays nothing since all tax responsibilities are assigned to the individuals of its founding partners. And these individuals are non-residents of England and therefore do not have to pay taxes within the country. This is a very common and working scheme. How to carry out all transactions in payment. Here we go to the third step of registering a company in England, setting up financial flows. So you can and should open a corporate account for a company in the UK. You won't be able to do a lot of things directly through it because there may be sanctions or they are closely monitoring the money. However, having a company in England and a bank account, you can register a payment service in the name of your business, and through this service carry out financial transactions, receive payments, make international transfers around the world. Everything is clear, and when you open a company and an account in such payment systems is registered in the name of a foreign legal entity and not in your name as an individual. If everything I've said looks complicated, I understand. Not all of us are accountants or have a degree in finance. However, all steps to register a company in England can be completed simply and with minimal touches to the process if you contact the specialist of West Union Group. We will study your case and offer the optimal process for relocating or opening a company. And besides, remember that with a company in England, you can get an innovative visa. This is one of the most accessible visas today under a simplified program. As an innovative entrepreneur, you can live in England with your family and receive subsidies for your company. Moreover, it's not necessary to be an IT specialist and develop something truly breakthrough and unique. It is enough to prove that your specific product or service has not yet been on the UK market. This is Osim Kosimzoda. I'm the head of the department at West Union Group responsible for company incorporation and account opening. If this video was interesting for you, put thumbs up and leave your comments under this video.